Rasmus goes in motion, handed to no shot. He dives, stretches out, touchdown.
And look at the entire Georgia offense coming off.
That's the whole team.
The whole team is on the field right now.
What the heck is that? That's a flag. What are we doing?
They're throwing a flag, and I don't think anybody cares right now.
You know, I told our crew if they didn't get a celebration penalty when Mark Richt came into the studio from Georgia, they were going to have to answer to me. Coach, thanks a lot for being with us. I know you've seen that video a couple of times before. You've explained it. You've apologized for it. You've tried to give context of why it happened.
Right.
What do you think, why do you think that it continues to attract so much attention?
Well, first of all, it doesn't happen very often. And it was a little bit, it was way out of character for the types of things that I've done as a coach, and it again was not something that I designed. When I said 11 guys, when I said it's a team celebration, I expected 11 to celebrate, not the whole bench. But I think the fact that we actually won that game is what the reason why most people are upset about it. If we'd have done that and got our tails beat, I don't think many people would be talking about it other than laughing at us.
You mentioned that it was a little bit different from what you've done in the past. How do you compare your demeanor now as opposed to when you were calling plays?
Was a play caller, I had to stay calm. I wanted to really have some peace so I could make a decision every 30 seconds or so. But once I quit doing that, I was able to just let it out, let my emotions out. And my family knows supposedly the new Coach Richt. I mean, I've had people say, you know, Coach Richt is the gentleman of college football, and he's stoic, and he's this and that. And my family members will be texting me saying they don't know the real Coach Richt, you know. So anyway, I'm able to just be a little more free with my emotions.
Give me an example of how you think that impacts your team.
Well, you know, when we played Tennessee and got our tails beat, we really had not much life at all in that game. And everybody's looking around waiting for somebody to do something. To make a play or whatever, and I was kind of mad at the team and mad at the coaches, and then I looked in the mirror and realized they were just a mirror image of me. I said, you know what, if they're going to have enthusiasm, I'm going to have to show it. And so that's when I decided to just kind of turn it loose, and this celebration was part of it, but I certainly got a lot more than I bargained for. And by the way, that play was under review. If they'd have said no touchdown, it'd have been 3rd and 30, and I don't think anybody from Georgia would be laughing.
Yeah, and I don't think it would have carried quite the shelf life either as a result. Your team going into this season obviously has a great deal of high expectations based on the way you finished last year. What do you say to this team about trying to carry those expectations?
I tell them the process of getting to where we want to go is a lot more important than the goal itself. You know, if every day we take advantage of our opportunity to get better, then we got a chance. You know, you have to earn the right to be a champion. And if you don't work, you're not going to make it. You're not going to be in position to be ready when the season rolls around. And from what I've seen, I really feel like our team and our coaching staff have done what we can do to this point to be ready. You know, be ready for camp anyway.
On this show the last couple of days, there's been a lot of talk about Matthew Stafford, about how good he can be this year. What do you think you'll see? What difference do you expect to see in him this year as opposed to earlier in his career?
Well, I think he will be the undisputed leader of our team. I don't think there's any question about that. We've had some great leaders on our team, and Matthew, instead of trying to knock somebody out of the box, he did what good future leaders do. They look at who's leading now and they learn from him, and now he's the guy, and he knows it, and the staff knows it. The team knows it. They actually basically said it in some exit meetings in the spring that he is the leader of the team, and it's time for him to lead us to a championship.
From a philosophical standpoint, after what happened to you last year and not getting in the championship game, how would you like to see the championship decided?
I think it's fine the way it is, but if I was going to change it, I'd be interested to see that the +1 system, the 4-team playoff basically. I think it would not change our regular season. That is so awesome. It wouldn't change our bowl system. It would barely tweak the BCS, in my opinion. I think it's the one thing that could be done without reinventing the wheel right now.
Mark, we wish you all the luck in the world this season, and thanks for spending some time with us.
I appreciate the opportunity.
All right, Mark Richt from the Georgia Bulldogs.